China has delayed a proposal by the United States and India to sanction Pakistan-based terrorist Abdul Rauf Azhar at the United Nations Security Council. India and the United States wanted Abdul Rauf Azhar to be subjected to a global travel ban and asset freeze. Such a move has to be agreed by all 15 members of a Security Council Sanctions Committee. A spokesperson for China said that they placed the request on hold since they needed more time to study the case. And for more on this, our correspondent Siddhant Sibal is joining us live. Now, Abdul Rauf Azhar. Now, hi Siddhant. Now, this just comes a day after India hit out at China and Pakistan at the United Nations Security Council meeting on terrorism. India criticized both Pakistan and China on several counts, from double standards to hypocrisy. And just today, China has now delayed the proposal to sanction the Pakistan-based terrorist. What more can you tell us? Why did China make such a move?
Well, for the second time this year, China has put a hold on the listing of a Pakistan-based terrorist. This time, Azhar, in the past, of course, Makki. And both times, we know that India and the United States had put the proposal for the listing of both the terrorists. Now, why China has put a hold is primarily because China is saying it needs more information for Azhar and Makki to be designated, and this whole lasts for 6 months. But as India has been saying that how putting a hold without giving any information is something that needs to be stopped, and this, of course, is politicization of the sanctions regime. So what does sanction regimes means by listing a person, for example, in this case, a Pakistani-based terrorist? He is subject to various sanctions like travel embargo, of course, he cannot take his funds, and of course, arms embargo as well. But in the past, it has been seen that Pakistan continues to violate the sanctions regime. In fact, the maximum number of terrorists who have been designated at the UN sanction list, particularly the 1267 sanction list, are from Pakistan. So that shows Pakistan has essentially supported terrorism. But in this case, it is being seen that how Beijing continues to shield Pakistan-based terrorists from listing as international terrorists at UN bodies.
Well, Siddhant, my next question to you is that India will be holding a UN Terror Committee meet in October this year. Do you think issues like this will prop up in the meet?
Well, India has been time and again raising this issue that when it comes to sanctions regime, it should not be politicized. When it comes to holding of terrorists from being listed, there should be a genuine reason. And of course, no doubt, when India hosts the meeting in October, this is something that India is going to point out. Also remember that India is the chair of the United Nations Counter-Terror Committee, and for this year, India, of course, has been taking several initiatives. And no doubt, when it comes to listing of terrorists, for example, in this case, Azhar, who has been involved in the hijacking of IC-814, will be highlighted by New Delhi. In fact, he is the brother of Masood Azhar, who, of course, has been also involved in many terror acts in India. So, of course, this morning, a shocking development coming, but of course, it happened on Wednesday in New York.
Thanks, Siddhant, for getting us up to speed on this. We will, of course, be tracking this. Thanks very much.